doing today? So, today we're going to be talking a little bit about one of the most important things that we can utilize in our life, and that's time. Now, we live in Earth, and Earth has physical laws, and we can call these our 3D restrictions that allow us to kind of have the experience that we do. Now, time is important. In this concept of space and time, it's like we can trade our time for different spaces that we can exist in. Of course, there's this understanding of a consciousness that dwells throughout and it permeates all space and time, and that is for the possibilities of the infinite possibilities to be realized through a conscious state of awareness instead of like a super subconscious state of consciousness. Okay, anyways, we're not talking that much about consciousness today. We're talking about time, and we're talking about what you can do to more value your time. And especially with the way the world is right now with inflation and just everything, sometimes it can seem you can get sucked up into this idea that things are bad or they're getting worse, when in reality, energy is just cycling through. It's just coming around in a new way. So what can we do to really get the most out of what's happening right now on the planet? Well, it goes back to being consciously aware of how you're spending your time and seeing where you can optimize that time spent. So what does this look like? Well, especially me, living in New York, the United States of America, is a little bit wasteful. And I can say this because I walk down the street and I'll literally see the waste on the streets. And for me, this is a demonstration of the space and time not really being used optimally and effectively because there's waste, and nobody wants to waste time nor resources, yet sometimes I think there's conditioning surrounding this that we have to be aware of and deprogram and reprogram in a more conscious, mindful way and manner. So what do I mean by this? What does this look like? Well, first off, I've been reflecting on some of the simple things we can do to bring more awareness and mindfulness into the space and time that we dwell in to better optimize our timeline and the planet in general. Okay, well, a lot of people are kind of freaking out with inflation. The cost of living is rising and whatnot, in a way. Your life is the most valuable thing you have. How you spend the time that you were given to live is the most valuable thing that you can do. So let's just take away this concept of money for a reason. Many people have spent a ridiculous amount of money on things that they don't need, but maybe they thought that they needed in some sense of the word. Their soul wanted it. It fulfilled some kind of need for them to buy it. And maybe this is an overlooking of your own consciousness and awareness and mindfulness. A lot of the solutions that we look for, a lot of the things that we buy could simply be solved if we just consciously and mindfully took time to solve them ourselves, whether it's pray about it, and I'm not saying that just purchasing anything isn't necessary, because sometimes it is. Let me get back on topic. You have the ability, you have everything that you need and ever will need to live the life that best suits you at this time. When you have this mindset that you don't have enough, then that's when the inflation and the state of what you would say the crumbling world around us can kick in and start affecting you. When you realize that you actually are indeed a sovereign soul and that you were given every single thing that you need when you need it, in the moment it is most needed, you can trust and allow and see this as a result of your faith. So really what I'm getting at is to be aware of how you're spending your time, what you're thinking about, what you're feeling into. And especially with your money, how are you using your money? So let's break this down. 3 tips right now that can help you. Okay, tip number 1, step number 1. Be aware of what you're thinking. Okay, this is the internal dialogue that is dictating how you perceive things. So you must be aware of what your internal dialogue is feeding you. You can change these thoughts, but you first must be aware of what you are thinking. If you have any thoughts that you feel like are not useful or immediately assisting you in your reality in the present moment to reach that desired state, which is a present moment state, then you can rewire your thoughts. If you're just having all of this mumbo jumbo in your mind, then you're wasting your own brain energy. Stop that. And just simply replace those thoughts with more effective ones, more purposefully driven thoughts, or minimize them. Simplicity is amazing, and that's why we use mantras and affirmations. Don't go all crazy with like 1,000 mantras or affirmations. Just have one simple one that you can return back to that will clear your mind and bring back that perfect purpose-driven energy to your internal dialogue and mindset. Number 2. When it comes to actually providing the things that you need in the physical reality, buying things, allow yourself to be very mindful with what you buy. And when I mean mindful, I mean how can you pretty much create virtually zero waste? That means that every piece of food that you eat, you either eat it or you compost it, or you make sure that you're getting the most use out of everything that you buy and consume, so that you'll see that you'll have enough and probably more than you need. So this all comes by just mindfully buying. Those that don't believe or don't think they have enough, they're never going to have enough. Those that know that they have enough, they'll always have enough. Allow yourself to be in the mindset where you always have enough by believing and actively, mindfully choosing to consume the things in such a way where you do see this result. There's so many examples I can use. So many examples. Get creative with what you consume. Break out of the box of how you have been, your habits surrounding nurturing your physical body. Break out of those habits and really push yourself out of that comfort zone to see how optimal you can make the way that you consume energy. Really, really explore this and have fun with it. It's not meant to make you feel like you're trapped in a world where you can barely afford to live. It's meant to break you free from that trap that you've created so that you can fully explore the curious, creative side of your soul that knows that you are so provided for and can look upon everything in its midst and find new ways to utilize it to get you where that desired state is for you. All right, I hope that this is being helpful so far. Let me know by pressing a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Or commenting down below what you mindfully are going to be aware of and consume in a more optimal way. It's not always about reducing as much as it is being mindful and using every single bit of energy that you consume. If you buy something, use it. If you buy toilet paper, then figure out a way what to do with the rolls. I like to use them as little flower pots. It's gardening season over here. You put the seeds in, and once it's ready, you can put it in the ground and it will compost. Okay, onward. Next thing. Last thing. It's important for you to have the faith that you have everything that you need, and that everything that you receive, you can utilize it fully and effectively just by carrying this faith that actually I do have all I need, and even the lack that I perceive is actually a opportunity for me to prove and to see and to more further refine the muscles within my whole being that I do have everything that I need. Don't ask for more. Use what you have. That's a big one. Don't ask for more. Use what you have. And you will receive more. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with asking for more, but actually see if you need more or if you can utilize what you have to its fullest potential. I don't think we realize what everything's full potential is. If everything is God, if everything is connected to source, and everything has infinite potential within it, tap into this knowledge, tap into this understanding, tap into this faith, and you will see this being a result of your manifestations. How you can take a pencil and create an empire. So everything has such a divine potential, every single thing. And so don't look outside of yourself for what you are looking for, seeking for. Look within what you already have for the answers that you're looking for. I hope that that makes sense, and I really do hope that this will help you with your journey. And I am so thankful to take some time to just talk about this and to really tap into and explore this. I'm so excited as I continue my journey to tap more into this energy to better assist humanity and create cool stuff. It's a blessing. It really is, to just be able to talk about this and tap into the energy. And also, like, you know, sometimes I'm also in the lower, the 3D realm of feeling restricted, and then, you know, the more you practice kind of breaking free and understanding the infinite potential and all of the energy that is within your being and your experience, the more beautiful everything really does become, and the more purpose you find in your life because you see the purpose in everything. Okay, enough rambling. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, press a thumbs up down below and let me know what you like. Comment so I can reply, or at least read it, because sometimes I get shy and don't reply, but I do try to reply eventually. Okay, alright, so I love you. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Also, what would you title this video? I'm kind of curious. Okay, I love you. Namaste. God bless.